Hey, and thank you for clicking play. It's been a while coming, but I really want to do a look at Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit. Great memories of this. I always wanted to be a games developer. Never got there, as I'm sure is the same story for most of us. And I never got hold of Easy Amos or Amos back in the day. It was Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit and 3D Construction Kit were the only two things I got my hands on. This, from the day I heard it was coming out, I really wanted it. And it was one of those ones that I eventually would have bought from, remember the Home Computer Club? That's the mail order catalog you would have got. Once you sign up, you have really cheap deals to get when you first sign up. And I'm pretty sure this may have been one of the sign up titles. Might have been one of the ones to draw me in. Can't remember, but that's really is ringing true. But anyway, and that's how I eventually got it. Once you signed up to that, the deals going forward were never that good, and you were locked in contractually for 12 months. You had to buy a game every month. It was almost a scam. But anyway, so yeah, Home Computer Club, 3D Construction Kit. I'm pretty sure that's where I got that. Not this copy, obviously. This was repurchased off of Nick here in Perth. But really pleased to have this again. As we'll see as we'll unpack it, yes, it does make you make your own, it does let you, make your own shoot 'em ups, but they really are quite restrictive. But, you know, with a bit of an imagination, you can sort of, you know, pull something out. So I'm really excited about having a look at this. We'll have a look at what's in the box. We'll have a look at the program itself and the packing games that came with it. And we'll just have a bit of a play today. But going forward, I want to spend some time actually making a game. Okay? So I'm not going to do all that on camera today. That'll be something I'll work on behind the scenes, and then down the track, I'll show you, in a future video, I'll show you what I end up churning out, making a game in 3D, Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit. Before we get into it, what I do remember back in the day was I tried to create a Spy Hunter clone, and it really is quite restrictive because you can't designate area of the level to kill you, only sprites can kill you. So I had to plaster sprites all the way up the side of the road, because if you hit the side of the road in Spy Hunter, you die. And that just made it chug. So it didn't really work at all because it was just too slow, but still a lot of fun. So many hours spent in this. Let's have a play. We'll do a summary at the end, but do stay tuned for the end, because what I want to talk about, because it's related to this, it won't be this, but it is relevant to what this year's Christmas competition giveaway will be when I do this year's Christmas competition giveaway. Okay, so let's have a look at what's in the box. So Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit, what does that say there? The award-winning Games Construction Kit, Amiga, featuring special sampled sound options. Includes 3 free games, which it does. Back of the box, some screenshots of the games and the menu. What do we got? Absolutely no programming knowledge, which is true. You can produce games with fast smooth scrolling, detailed sprites, colourful backgrounds, large multi-sprite enemies. Yeah, you can, I guess. Top quality animation and superb sound effects. Fantastic. So there we go. And there's the screenshots. There. Beautiful. Fantastic. So opening it up. And as I said at the beginning, this is one of the ones I got off Nick. So really good quality, which I'm very happy with. We've got an appendum. We have a Palace Software pamphlet. Barbarian 2, of course, Barbarian. And Castle Warrior. Fantastic, so that's nice to have. An extra bit of information from Palace Software about how using a Genlock, you can actually use 3D Construction Kit to do video titles, if that's not what you're into. So there we go. That's nice that they pointed that out, because it would have been a nice cost-effective solution. Not necessarily the best solution. We have the manual, which when I come to making my own game, we're gonna need. So that's that. And we have the discs. There we go. disc 1 and disc 2, all there in very good condition. And I do know that it boots, so that's not going to be any surprise today. So let's keep that out, let's keep that out, let's put everything else away, and let's get going. Okay, so as always, let's pop disc 1 in. And stay poised for disc 2. Now, like I say, I have already loaded this from here, so I know it works. Let me just check. Should we pop that up there instead? Is that better? Try and not knock it down the back. That was the chair. Right. Oh, I thought it had loaded. Not that quick. Please insert the data disk. Data disk. Oh, that's the problem by putting the box there. Look, I've got to reach around. So that's disc 1, and this is the data disk, one would assume. Bink. Click left mouse button to continue. Right, first thing, watch this. If I move the mouse around, it's not going left and right properly. See, back in 1989, 1990, you would not have gone to the immediate conclusion that your mouse is stuffed. You'd have just gone, oh, okay, that's just so you can go up and down on the menu. There's nothing wrong with the mouse. It's just the way they lock it for the menu. At the moment, there's nothing loaded in, so everything's blank. So if I go into edit sprites, you know, edit sprite, there's no sprite. Everything I would be drawing from scratch, what I want to do for my sprite, for my game. So it's pointless me doing that for you today. Let's have a look at the demo games. Load data, and you can load just backgrounds, just sprites, just objects, just attack waves, just levels, or you can load everything. So loading everything will load an entire game. And we've got 3 games to choose from. We've got Blood and Bullets. We'll do these in order. So we've got 0 is Blood and Bullets, number 1 is Psycho Blast, and number 2 is Slap and Tickle. Let's go Blood and Bullets. Oh, left mouse button to continue. So now, if I go into anything, let's go exit there. If I go edit sprites, what have I got? I've got the sprites for this game. Backgrounds. So these are what background graphics look like. And we should, block number. So different block numbers, different graphics, funnily enough, obviously. And then map, I think, yeah, so you would actually choose a sprite or a background graphic and then decide to apply it to that area. Oh, that scrolls up and down. What does that do? Oh, that chooses different. I think I've just put that there. I've just put some dirt on the map. Anyway, we've made an adjustment to the map. This is why I'm not taking you through how to actually do the editing today, because it really is, yeah. What I want to see is, what does this test game look like? Let's have a look at what each of the test games. I've now messed this one up a little bit, but let's go. Proper test. Wait for it. Did you hear that? Right, I'm going to turn the volume up. But I want you to have in your head Captain Apalm from Aliens. I swear that's a sound sample from the movie Aliens. Right, let's have a look at the game. See how all the sprites have just buggered off? There is, oh, this joystick is not very good. I've said that in every video, I think. Look, there's that change to the background that I accidentally made. There we go. So this is quite Commando / Ikari Warriors, I guess. Is the kind of feel this game has. You can't get in the tanks though, like Ikari Warriors, so don't get excited. I don't think you can even destroy the tanks. There's no hold down and shoot a grenade. It's just the gun. That's all it is. Very simple. Very, very simple. You got mines that you have to avoid. Let's have another quick look at that. So very, very simple in terms of what this can do in terms of game. There we go. It's enough of that game. Let's load the next one. And this really shows, I think, good use of the restricted play area. Test game, proper test. So I'm this thing in the middle and I'm restricted to this box. Everything's trying to get my box. That doesn't sound right. And I've got to defend my box. This definitely doesn't sound right. And it's quite hard because you're so friggin' limited. It's not like modern day controls where you've got all sorts of levels of degrees. It's literally, you know, you've got 0, 45, 90. What would be after that? You know what I mean? You're dealing with 45-degree increments. I couldn't do my maths. The sound effects kind of remind me of Killing Game Show a little bit. It's very game showy in terms of, yeah. 100. Oh no, 200. And what you could do with this package is if you've got a sound sampler, you could load your own samples. You could make your own game from ground up, sound, graphics, everything. It would let you create or import absolutely everything you need. There we go, so that's that. I don't really like that game. Let's move on to the next one. So the final game, get excited, because it's called Slap and Tickle. I think it's a bit of false advertising, if we're honest. And this one is basically my favorite kind of game, which is a nice, plain and simple scrolling shoot 'em up. So there you go. Does it hold up? I'm just hitting autofire now. It's not bad. I mean, I'd play this, but like I say, it's limited. This is my laser fire. This will always be my laser fire. There's no weapon up, there's no power up, there's no increase in spread or anything like that. This is always going to be my laser fire. But you know what? Oh look, there's a joint sprite, so that'll actually be several sprites joined together. Oh, and now I've got to kill, so I've killed the head and the thing buggers off. I like it. This is my level of game. Mindless. It's no Hybris, it's no Xenon 2. Are those park benches? Those are park benches, where are we? Why is there a park in space? There's literally, okay, you can't kill those. There's literally park benches in a floating park in space with trees. Why did I not notice the absurdity of that before? Right, so let's have a look at editing sprites. Let's edit sprites. This is the main game sprite. So let's do a very simple thing. In fact, hang on, let's go back to, let's edit an object. Edit object. I want to have a look at the main. Okay, so it's got two states. Okay, so there's the glowing state. It looks like it's only using the two sprites. See, you got the little animate, and that's what it looks like. You got the little animation there. So let's just completely wreck this, shall we? Let's do something really obvious, like, I know what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be very, very badly done. But I remember Neil in the Discord chat this week mentioned how Pac-Man, if he's facing down, would make a good ship in a Galaxian style game. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to have Pac-Man going up. So I'm going to completely change the look and feel of this ship, and we're just going to make it very simple. We're just going to make it look like Pac-Man. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to go with the colours we've got, because sod it. So I think first I just want to flood the whole thing. There we go. Going all in. Right, now we're going to draw essentially a dodgy looking Pac-Man sprite as the basis of our ship, but going this way. This is how I'm going to do it. And You got to make sound effects when you draw, right? This is really badly done. Obviously, if I was doing this properly, I would be counting sprites and filling things in properly and whatever, but that's not going to happen. Now, I don't think we've got a fill tool, which is really annoying. So we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do some coloring in and try and stay inside the lines. Right, that's very, very important we get this right. This is the only thing we're going to change today, because this is going to be so bad. So bad. Let's get it coloured in. Colour all the sprites in. Oh, you serious? There's no... I don't think there is. Right, so we do that. Right, that's the opening basis of the ship, that shape. It's not even symmetrical, but I don't care. Now let's actually give it a bit of form, shall we? So we're going to have a bit of a cockpit here. There we go. There's the cockpit there. So I'm thinking sort of, you know, Independence Day. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to give it some lasers. Well, that's not really what the lasers are going to look like. I don't know what the lasers are going to look like. I don't like these colours. I don't like these colours. I've already used the grey. Sod it. We're going to have the cannons sort of going up the side here, up the back here. Maybe they form the engines at the back. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Looks like a load of bollocks to me. And yeah, maybe they're the engines. They're the engines, I've just decided, because the cannons is going to be... And of course I would mirror that if I was doing this properly, but I'm not. I'm rushing it. I'm just drawing a piece of shit. There we go. I've drawn a piece of shit. And that was meant to say piece of shit, not piece of ship, but yeah. Bit of shading there, which I think has tried to look artistic, has made it look worse. So that's fantastic. There we go. That's definitely a piece of shit. Right, good. So that's sprite number 0. If I, let's do some fire out the back here. Some, to tell you, you've got to make the sound effects. There's fire out the back there. Fire. Okay, and I'm just going to elongate these because these are the lasers. These are the lasers, and if we're lucky, this is actually where the laser blast comes out of. But I don't know if we are. There we go. There's my Pac-Man ship. Okay, now I think if I go destination sprite 1 and go copy. Then that copies it to sprite 1. Remember, we're dealing with sprite 0 and sprite 1 for the player object. So if I go copy, that should now mean, I think, that sprite 1 is the same. Yeah! Basically, get rid of that flame, because I want that to be pulsing. That's my plan. That's my plan. We'll see if that works. We'll see if that works, because that's probably enough for anyone. Okay, so if I go exit there, if I go back to edit objects, there's our ship. And look, my little flames are pulsing. Off they go. Fantastic. Right, so let's play the game. Test game. Proper test. Hey! Oh, there's a sprite for the shadow that looks totally different. Oh look, the lasers are coming out the right spot. That was a fluke. Neil, I've implemented your Pac-Man idea for a ship. Look at that. Took me 5 seconds. Well, took me slightly longer than 5 seconds. Fantastic. So look, there we go. Very simple look at 3D construction kit. All we've done is change the player sprite, and we've changed it poorly, but that's because I've been rushing it. Nice and simple to use. I like it. And there's the dragon. So you can't kill those bits, and he can kill me. Ah, he buggers off anyway. Okay, but the level did stop scrolling. So, hope you enjoyed that look at 3D. every time at Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit. We will do 3D Construction Kit in the future because I do have that as well. So this year's Christmas giveaway, as I said at the start of the video, I'm going to spend some time making a game with Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit. And I've already got some ideas in my head. I promise you this, it's not going to be a very good game, but it's going to be terrible. It's going to have my level of artwork. It will be relevant to the channel and it will be a one-off. I'm going to burn that game once it's finished to disk. I'll show you what the game looks like towards the end of the year. I'm going to burn it to disk. I'm going to print a label for it. If I can find a dual case, I'll even print an insert for the dual case. And that game, which I promise will be crap, will be this year's Christmas giveaway. And my other promise is it's going to be a lot easier than last year's giveaway. It'll be a one simple question and all the correct responses will go into a drawer, which I will draw out on camera, and we'll do it that way. How does that sound? All right, so you will get a crappy game made by me, relevant to my channel, made with Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit. That's the prize this year, so stay tuned for future videos. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, stay safe.